What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday, 5:35 a.m. Hopping on the Run2Gun REPS, number 2 of the week. And last week, we were jumping into building our circles. We did a couple parts on that. Tuesday, we've kind of kept on that same subject line, but moved specifically into relationships, peeling back another layer there. And today, we're going to hit relationships part 2, continuing on that layer and peeling back some layers there, because there's many layers. We could probably talk about relationships and all the different avenues of relationships for weeks on weeks on weeks. We're not going to do that, but we're going to touch on a few more. And one of them today is relationships, but specifically in friendships. And because friendships are a part of our life as a whole, we have friendships and acquaintanceships all over the place every single day. Some of us more than others, but we're always going to have some every single day, and we all deal with the loss of and the gain of. But today we're going to specifically talk about the loss of, or what we feel is like a loss of that friendship, because we go through stages in our life that we have friends. So I have a couple guy friends that I had through kindergarten all the way till I graduated, because I'm from a small little town. And so we only had a couple guys in our class, and we had that friendship going on through. Now, I am still friends with them, but probably not at the level of friendship that I was when I was 12 or 14 or 16, because I was with them every single day in school. So that level of friendship is going to change as we grow each in our own lives and are moving in different directions in our own lives. Same thing happens in college for us. Same things happens in early out of college, because in every stage of our life we're going through different growths, correct? So it can feel like, to many of us, as we're growing and we have a friendship that means a lot to us at that time, oftentimes start growing apart, and it can bother you. You can get into it and you're like, okay, I might have lost a friendship. What did I do wrong? And there can be that feeling of coming up short, not good enough, whatever it may be. But I was reminded of this by my coach, Steve, about how there is people in our lives that are there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And it really hit me, because I started thinking about some of the relationships I've had, or friendships I've had, that, okay, there wasn't anything that went wrong with the relationship. It was just, hey, God put that person in my life for a season. And then I have other people in my life that are right now I think they're there for a lifetime, or some people that are just there for a reason. And all of those things are good, because if that is the purpose, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean that later in life there's not going to be a reason for reconnection again. Happens all the time, and it happens in my life very frequently when I think about the amount of interactions we have with people and re-interactions we have with people. So more on the lines of that encouragement for you with this one, about how if you're feeling that feeling of not good enough, or what did I do wrong in that relationship, that it might not always be anything other than God put you guys together for a reason or a season, and not necessarily a lifetime. And that's totally okay. I was reminded of a really cool verse here in Proverbs, you guys. I'm going to pull it up for you. It's Proverbs 18:24, and it goes, "A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." And man, that's really cool when you really break that down, that we'll have a lot of friendships, or we'll have a lot of relationships throughout our lives, and they can always come to ruin. But we have a friend that's going to be closer than a brother. And obviously in that passage in Proverbs 18:24, I believe it was, if I said it correctly here, I want to give you guys the right one. Yes, 18:24, that there's always one friend that's never going to change, right? And that's Jesus, that's God in our life. So that relationship, when we're talking about relationships, sometimes we forget about, we have all these relationships that we're focusing on that are the most important to us, and we forget about the ultimate relationship, the ultimate friendship that we should be focused on, that will never decrease, but always can increase. And that is the relationship with God, because that's what he yearns for with us, is he wants the relationship with us. We don't have to always go knocking at his door. We go knocking on doors our entire life for tons of other things that we're trying to accomplish, whether it be human relationships, whether it be in our careers, things we're trying to accomplish. That takes action a lot of times for us to go knocking on doors. But this is a relationship and a friendship that we never have to knock on a door, because he's already there knocking on our door, trying to build that relationship and that ultimate friendship with us that will grow so mighty that you don't even know what to do. And so that is the very cool part about the relationship that we can have with Jesus Christ, with God, that will never change. We'll never have that feeling of, I wonder why that friendship, I wonder why that relationship isn't as strong, or was only for a season, because that relationship's not even for a lifetime, it's for an eternity. That's some epic stuff today, you guys. So I wanted to encourage you guys today, as you're thinking about circles, and we're thinking, building our circle and our relationship, that there's an ultimate relationship and circle that we need to be working on. And it does take work and it does take effort, just like any other relationship, but we never have to search this one out, because it can always be there for us. So you guys, I look forward to next Tuesday's Run2Gun Reps. I'll be here 5:35 a.m. because that's what we're doing. We're doing it differently this year in 2021. Run2Gun Reps, the mental reps, the mental flex that we're doing on the way to the gym before the physical flex on Tuesday and Thursday, 5:35 a.m. If this connected with you, make sure to share it with somebody. Make sure to review it yourself. These are here for us to review as we go. We don't want to listen to them and let them go. These are things that are going to help us do it differently and become better. That way, at the end of the year, when we're making our cheers and we're envisioning what it looks like to celebrate at the end of the year because we got better, these are going to help you do that, right? And so we post these on as well on the podcast at a delayed date, so it'll be on here by the end of the week. Tuesdays will be on probably later. Today, if you missed Tuesdays, you can go to the Live Beyond Average podcast and check it out. But there's a lot of them up there. This is the end of week 8, you guys. Awesome. We're rocking it right now. Travis, good word, my man. God bless and thank you. Travis, thanks for jumping on this morning, brother. I was really pumped when I saw you log on. I appreciate you jumping on. You guys, end of week 8 next week will be the start of week 9 on Run2Gun Reps. I'll see you later. Have an awesome weekend. Crush it. We're doing it differently. Let's go.